basically, the main thing I want to cover and what I've uncovered from the research I've done is that one, there's like this immigration crisis in Canada, which has not been covered authentically by anybody. It's always been like a very partisan, like either immigrants are overtly good and like no matter how many immigrants we have, we need more of them, more, everything's fine. Or anyone who's not an immigrant or everyone who's an immigrant is bad. Canada should shut its borders. I've never seen like the middle in between of just like, we're a country of immigrants. Not thinking like woke on you here, but
you're good.
We literally are a country of immigrants.
That's just a fact,
right? And there's no like Canadian race. It's not like it's fucking. Facts. It's not like we're fucking Finnish or Slovakian or Greek. It's Canada. We are all immigrants, and the reason why the West is the best in the world is because we brain drain every other country to us. We are the world's best. We are India's best.
Because we're a leech.
Yeah, we are a leech. That's the way it should be. That's how we keep winning. We're India's best. We're China's best. We're Germany's best. We're Mexico's best. Everyone comes here. This is where you prosper. You can't prosper in your own fucking country. You come here to do it.
Give me, like, I want to hear just like kind of a loose explanation of the Brampton video that you're planning. Like, I'm still confused exactly of what's going on in that area that warrants like a video.
So Brampton, there's like an immigration crisis to cover. Canada has such a massive increase in immigration over the last 5 years specifically, and it definitely warrants like I've yet to see someone cover it in a way that isn't partisan. Everyone, like I said, especially like the Indian hate has been popular. It's been all over the internet. The hating on the Indians.
Yeah. I mean, even friend of the channel, Mudahar, claimed that one of the reasons why he deleted his Twitter account was because of like just constant, Indians eat shit or whatever, all this like stuff, basically anti-Indian content. Basically, even I was seeing in my Twitter feed for some reason, because I follow a bunch of right-wingers, I was seeing like just people who I don't follow just shitting on Indians, basically. And so, yeah, I don't know. Mudahar decided to delete his Twitter for that reason, I guess. Part of that reason, whatever. And so I'm trying to understand how Brampton specifically bleeds into all this. Like, it's just got a really, like, a large Indian population. What's the lore?
Okay, so Brampton is over, for the context of your viewers and my viewers, it's a city outside of Toronto. I'm trying to think of like something analogous to it. Maybe like Newark, New Jersey in context to New York, or like Anaheim in context to Los Angeles, right? It's a city of like 500,000 people that is attached to Toronto, where the population is over 50% Indian.
Wow. What?
No, that much. It's not like, it's not Mexican. It's not like American. It's not like some other group that is close, like even attached to our continent. It's just Indian.
I see.
It's skyrocketed in the past, probably like 5 years, like the last 3 years specifically. Canada's brought in a massive amount of immigrants. And the vast majority, over 50% for the last 5 years, has been Indian. The second most are Chinese and Filipino.
I see. Okay. All right. And so you were telling me something about, like, okay, so in Brampton, you were saying to me that you don't necessarily need to take a license test in order to be able to, like, get a license and drive. That somehow there's, like, a racket, basically, where you can just basically pay to get your license. You don't need to go through, like, the hoops or whatever. What's the lore on that?
So Brampton has some of the highest car insurance in the country.
Like cost?
Cost, yeah.
Okay.
And also per capita, the second highest car theft in the country behind Toronto. Toronto is a city of 3 million people, and Brampton is 500,000. So a city with 6 times the amount of people has this, or a city with 6 times less has the second highest per capita car theft in the country.
Right.
And it's all based on that. There's all these places. It's like Service Ontario. It's not, the weird thing is it's not underground. It's not fake licenses. It's not like you're getting a fake driver's license. It's a real government driver's license. But they're paying for them outright without taking driver's tests, without taking written tests. It's just like $1,500 up front, and you get your G license from the province of Ontario with no tests involved.
Okay, I see. Wow. And so that makes sense that the insurance would cost so much. Okay, and so what specifically are you trying to explore in your video? Like you're going to go there type of thing?
Yeah, I'm going there. I've got
some politicians like
Thank you.
Some insides.
Thank you very much,
Read
my boy.
your chat. Read your chat. There.
Yeah. True. Okay, what's our boy saying? Anonymous donated 10 bones. Said Brampton is fine. They have awesome politicians like Bob Singh. Bob Singh. That's funny. Okay, thank you, Anonymous.
Yeah, no, it's really funny. It's such a strange place. They have basically the main thing I want to cover and what I've uncovered from the research I've done is that one, there's this immigration crisis in Canada which has not been covered authentically by anybody. It's always been like a very partisan, like either immigrants are overtly good and like no matter how many immigrants we have, we need more of them, more, everything's fine. Or anyone who's not an immigrant or everyone who's an immigrant is bad. Canada should shut its borders. I've never seen like the middle in between of just like, we're a country of immigrants. Not to get like woke on you here, but
you're good.
We literally are a country of immigrants.
That's just a fact,
right? And there's no like Canadian race. It's not like it's fucking.
Facts.
It's not like we're fucking Finnish or Slovakian or Greek. It's Canada. We are all immigrants, and the reason why the West
I'm having a heart attack.
is the best in the world is because we brain drain every other country to us. We are the world's best. We are India's best
because we're a leech.
Yeah, we are a leech. That's the way it should be. That's how we keep winning. We're India's best. We're China's best. We're Germany's best. We're Mexico's best. Everyone comes here. This is where you prosper. You can't prosper in your own fucking country. You come here to do it.
Okay, I just got wit up. I just got a donation from Space Monkey 42. What does he got to say? Ontario has limited work hours from 40 to 20 hours for immigrant students. Is that true? Weird.
That is true. That just passed.
Weird. What the fuck's up with that?
Okay, so I have to get into the weird meat and bones of this whole story.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so every country has its my chat's already heard this. Every country has its own immigration exploit. In the US, the exploit is asylum seeking, where you can come from China, Nigeria, like deep in Brazil. You can pay somebody to take you all the way up through all of South America, the Darien Gap, over Central America, up through Mexico. You reach the Mexican-US border from Nigeria. Like, you take a fucking plane to Ecuador from Nigeria. Sorry, there's my own chat. Thank you, Smefs.
Sorry, I also just got a donation.
Canada.
I got a donation from Grandma Puncher 4003 saying that they want to nuke Canada. You can continue. Sorry, bro.
That's nice. It's nice that you have a YouTube user with a username in direct context to your own channel.
Yeah. There's a couple of those. Yeah.
That's good.
Yep. For those who don't know, I punch grandmothers. It's like a religious thing. It's not like, you can't judge me. So yeah, sorry, go on.
Anyway, so Canada's exploitation is student visas. Is to come here to get a visa to be a student in Canada. Yeah. And have the way people have exploited on that is having these colleges in strip malls all over Brampton, Mississauga, Surrey, British Columbia, Clayton Park, Nova Scotia, just like the dregs of cities, just like strip mall parts of cities. Like every city has that part of the city that's just long boulevards and strip malls and warehouses. They basically open colleges in those warehouses, and they're colleges where you license the curriculum from a real public university. So you would go to University of Toronto or Sheridan College, like a real public university in Canada, and you're going to license their curriculum, whether it's like their business curriculum, their mathematics curriculum, their culinary arts curriculum. You license it, you teach it at your college, and someone comes to you. They pay whatever the tuition is. For international students, it's like 3 times as much as a Canadian national.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah,
it's a lot of money, and they get this curriculum after 2 years, and blah blah blah. So you have people who own a immigrant consultant agency in Punjab in India, where some guy sees a billboard on the side of the highway, calls a phone number, and there's a Punjab guy from Toronto who owns the company that answers the call. They help them fill out all the paperwork to apply to universities in Canada. They also own software that mass applies to every college and university in Canada.
Right.
They also own the strip mall diploma mill college that is licensing the curriculum from public universities. Where if you get a degree here, it's like if you apply for a job and your resume says like a BA from the Administrative Business College of Canada and Arts, like of university, just like nonsense. There's like hundreds of these colleges in Canada. They're real colleges that own real curriculums, but like employers don't really respect them, so you can't get a job out of it. But the people who own the fucking consultant agency and own the software also own these colleges. They own a vertical monopoly all the way from Canada to India to get international students to come here and pay fees the entire way. And their fortune is built off that.
Yeah.
And these kids get here, they can't speak English because there's such a financial incentive to rush through any admission to these colleges that if they can't speak English, they're like, okay, whatever, fine, put it through. So they can't speak English, they're unskilled, they have a degree that even if they get the degree after 2 years and getting $40,000 in debt, the degree doesn't get them anywhere, and they're fucking stuck here.
Right.
And they work Uber Eats and these shitty minimum wage jobs.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've met a few people who are on like the Uber, like they just basically became Uber drivers. And the sad thing is that basically what was outlined to me is like, okay, so let's say that basically, yes, you get a massive wave of immigrants. And these people literally, in some cases, can't work full 40 hours a week, right? Like with this new, law or bill or whatever that's being passed, it's like you can only do up to 20 hours, like I guess legally or whatever. So basically, there's a demand for fucking off-market labor or whatever you would say. And so what do these people do? They immediately go to gig economy jobs, like you're your own boss type jobs. And what are those? It's literally just basically like Uber, right? And so even the existing Uber drivers that complain about this or, rightfully are fucking get to the situation where there's a massive supply of Uber drivers. And obviously when there's more Uber drivers, they get paid less, per ride because it's more competitive because somebody else could fill, that request each time. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a definite fucking situation where there's just so many people who want jobs, but they just can't fucking get them. And the only ones they can get are the ones they have to opt into. And so the ones you have to opt into, you just get paid like dog shit. Are you going to be traveling to Brampton for this one?
Yeah, no, I have a tour guide for the trip and a Punjab translator as well. So I came to this, I got to be fully honest here. I came to this idea for this video. I went back. I'm from Truro, Nova Scotia. I am from the middle of nowhere. And I went back and I found like Uber Eats drivers in my town of 5,000 people that is next to nothing. Like I'm from such a rural part of the fucking continent and there's still Indian Uber Eats drivers. And I was like, fuck, like, why is the world changing so fast? I'm so sick of, I just want like things to be the way I grew up with them,
Right. Yeah.
I'm very like upset about it in that sense. And I'm trying to come to this video being like, what is going on? Like, it's not like No one's evil. I've never met, or very rarely have I met someone who is truly an evil person.
Same.
And the way that the rest of the world demonizes immigrants,
Yeah.
it's like, no, they are also a victim of a process.
Yeah,
and we should blame. It sucks that Canada has imported hundreds of thousands of third world people from India who have no business being here. The same way that if you are uneducated and can't speak a language, you have no business being in a university in your own country, right? If I'm too stupid to get into my own country's university, no one else has the right to. It's a privilege to do so, right? To immigrate is a privilege. You have to be exceptional to the point where that country benefits from you being there. And that's not what Canada is getting. Canada is getting people who are not benefiting the country by being here. And also, the people who are coming here are not benefit by being here. They are living in 8-person bedrooms in basements in Brampton, and they're getting stuck $40,000 in debt because they're being preyed upon by people who have a vertical monopoly on the entire student immigration system. So it's like, it'd be nice to just like lay the situation out honestly and not try to like not just say like, oh, Indians are like stinky poo-poo people, and not also say like, oh, all immigrants are fine and like we should not question anything, but like what the fuck is actually happening? Because the in-between is actually important.
Yeah. I think I agree with the in-between is definitely important. Yeah. And so, okay, when you go to Brampton, what exactly are you going to do? Are you going to try and get your license? Like, what's the angle?
I have a bunch of shit lined up. I'm going to, I have a bunch of protests I'm going to from.
Cool.
There's a really interesting one from a university, which is a public university. So Canada changed a law, I believe in either January or September of this year, where if you go to a college that is licensing a curriculum from a public university, but it's a private college, you can no longer get a permanent, a work permit after graduation. You have to go to a public university to get a work permit. So the students that are coming from India who want to stay in Canada long term, once they graduate from whatever, like, you know, the fake colleges I was talking about, they can no longer get a visa. So the students that are coming here are immediately transferring to public universities. If you're following me here, like they're applying from India to these fake diploma mill university strip mall colleges that are licensing curriculums. And then once they get there, because they just need the student visa, as soon as they get the student visa, they are requesting a refund from the fake public colleges or the fake private colleges and then applying to the public universities. Yeah. But the issue is that those universities are they're real universities. Like Algoma University in Brampton is a real university. It's a lot harder to get a degree. It's like you're actually in school now. It's not like you're in a fake, like it's like these strip mall colleges, like they're dead. Now you're in a real university. So Algoma College, which is a public university in Brampton, has a pass rate of 55%. So half the students that are going there are failing because they are not prepared for like a genuine Canadian university curriculum. And now they're protesting. There's protests all over Brampton from these failed students who are saying that they are being discriminated against by the college and that they're mass failing all the Indian students.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a person in the chat named Halifax who said something interesting. They said, one sec. Halifax. Okay. Okay, I found it. It's called How Recruiters Use False Promises to Lure Students to Canada. It's really good and covers what this guy's talking about. Okay. So, I'm assuming that's a YouTube video or some kind of article. Someone else donated. They donated $5, Padillac. They donated $5 Canadians. That's obvious. I mean, when he's saying that we're a country of immigrants, I mean, obviously natives, yes, have been around, of course, but the predominant like dominant factions, I guess you could say, at least politically, are literally composed of like historically immigrants, right? Like, that's just a fact.
The indigenous, it's not like they have no. What percentage of the country is indigenous?
I'm not sure.
It must be like 1%. It's gotta be super low.
I don't know about 1%, but I'll look it up. 5%.
1.8 million. Wow. What if that was lower?
No. I mean, it makes sense. Let's see. 15% live in Alberta. Third largest being in Ontario, and then British Columbia, 300K. Interesting. There's not many in Quebec. Is that what that means? No, there's probably a decent amount.
It's where Alberta is the highest. I would not have thought.
It's not. Sorry, it's not. It's sorry. Let me just think.
Nunavut? It has to be Nunavut in like Northwest Territories.
I think it's Ontario. Wait, no, I'm wrong. Wait, let me see. One sec. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, wait, I don't count personally. I could be, killed for this, but I don't count Métis.
Okay, why?
It's just not. It's not indigenous. It's that it's the children. It's too extreme. It's like it's an extreme opinion. I don't want to upset your algorithm here.
Okay.
But I don't count Métis.
All right. Well, all right. Fair. Okay. Let's see. What's the fucking breakdown? Okay. Jesus. This is I don't know. I can't interpret this information.
As Alberta. No, like there's real Canadians, but they're just not as significant. Like they don't have power. It's not like when someone says Canadian, they're not thinking of an indigenous native. Like they're not thinking of like Mi'kmaq or like Algonquin people. They're thinking of a white guy. It's regardless. The same way there's real Americans technically, but it's like who gives a fuck? Americans aren't running the government. Real Americans, quotation marks, aren't running the country. The same way real Canadians, quotation marks, aren't running Ottawa. It exists, but it's like a technical term. Who gives a fuck?
CEB Applejack donated $5. Thank you, bro. Is Tim Pool really bald, or are you spreading misinformation? I honestly don't know. I might be spreading misinformation. My bad. Okay. Let me see. All right. Do you have any contacts in Brampton, like that you're gonna meet up with, or are you gonna try and secure some? Like, I'm assuming you're gonna do like street. Are you thinking street interviews, or are you thinking like just meet people and then ask them to be interviewed type of thing, like privately, or what are you thinking?
No, I have a contact.
Nice.
To drive around and go look at the places.
Cool.
That I want to see the colleges, the immigration centers. Like there's a strip mall in Brampton with 11 immigration consultants in the strip mall. I found a building that's like a 5-story apartment building that has 2 immigration consultants and 2 colleges in the building itself.
I see.
It's really intense.
I'm
gonna do that. I think the next day I'm probably gonna go by myself afterwards and get more footage.
Okay, I got a donation asking basically for me to tell you to talk to Bob Singh. I'm assuming that's like a politician in Brampton or something.
Bob Singh.
Look
him up.
Let's see. Bob Singh, dude. Holy shit, this is real, I think.
Let's see. I got a super chat here.
Dude.
Have I been to Montreal?
The Common Sense Conservative Party of Canada, the candidate for Brampton. Holy fuck.
I've been to Montreal.
Dude, Bob. This is Bob Singh. Holy shit. Bob Dosanjh Singh. Wow.
This is the Conservative Party.
Legend. Who is Bob? Wait.
What is your name?
My legal name is Paramtod Singh.
Oh, it's fake, man. His legal name is Paramtod Singh.
know me on Bob Dasan Singh.
Where were you born?
I was born in village Dasanj Kala, district Jalandhar,
Well,
Punjab,
it's
India.
insane that we have so many Sikh people in Canada that it's causing like political dissent amongst them.
What do you mean?
There was a look up Khalistan protests
Thank you, bro.
in Canada.
Khalistan, okay.
Like yeah, KHAL, yeah, Khalistan. So this is the Sikh independence movement within India that has now spread its way. And the same thing happened with Eritrea.
Okay. So less than 3% of Sikhs in Canada are pro-Khalistanis. Okay, what's Khalistan? Is it their nation? They're the nation that was like taken over by, what is it, India or Pakistan?
Yeah, it's a region. It was a region before 1948, which was India's independence from the British Empire. There was a region that was like a Sikh majority that spread between what is now modern day Punjab and Haryana, which is just like northwest, like west and north of New Delhi.
I see. Okay, so this is like their. What would you even say? What's
like Quebec?
Right. Okay. Yeah. I see.
It's their. Not even. No, it's violent though. They're pretty aggressive.
Right. Yeah. I see. Okay. It's like their Palestine. Is that comparable?
No, not at all. I mean,
Okay.
maybe like I don't know if I can think of like an analogous example. Probably Quebec. Like they're not subjugated at all. Like there's Modi.
Wait, they still exist?
Khalistan doesn't, but like the Khalistan movement still exists.
Right.
And the Sikhism is a natural. It's its own religion within India.
Yeah.
And Modi, the current president of India, is a Hindu nationalist.
Mm-hmm.
He's a far right Hindu nationalist. So Sikhism has like no place in India right now. They're having their issue with that, which is sort of the Modi government is pouring gas on the tensions which already exist in Canada.
And the way that
the Hindus.
The way that was done was by killing a Canadian Indian politician who was a Sikh, right? Sorry, a Sikh politician.
Yeah, they assassinated in BC in Surrey, I believe. They assassinated a Sikh politician.
Holy fuck, man. Okay.
So like, there's so many Indians in Canada that we are having assassination plots carried out on our soil to benefit India.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm a bad boy.
My bad, forgot to use Stream Elements.
It's all good, bro.
Bob Singh ads are hilarious. Calls everyone in Canada corrupt. Sorry, Goka.
You're good, bro. Thank you. Thank you very much, my friend. Applejack's coming in to save the day, bro. Thank you, bro.